Welcome, benvenido, Hunying, benvenuto. The world is getting ready to be set on fire with the new podcast, Souls of Solidarity, coming to the Mystic 7 Record and Film YouTube channel August 22nd, 2020 at 8 p.m. We're a show where you, as an independent artist, musician, writer, filmmaker, or producer, can have a voice. Whether it be a book, new music, a film, or script you've written, we're there for you. We will cover major social issues, people in business with heartwarming stories. So join us, grab a drink, a joint, or whatever your fancy. Buckle up for the roller coaster ride of the century. Join us to the journey of the center of entertainment. New independent artists, upcoming filmmakers, new and exciting authors share their voices. Again, join us every Saturday after 8 p.m. for Souls of Solidarity.
Well, all right. Welcome to this week's edition of Souls of Solidarity. As you can see, I'm a little into the island mood today. I had to, this is the month that normally Mardi Gras and Black history are a prevalent part of society, and my society, because I usually go to Mardi Gras. So yeah, I was feeling in that island mood today. As you can see in the background, I'm in that, I'm feeling that Jamaica, man, you know, feeling that island vibe. You know, as you know, I've been in these last few months, I've been running all the different oceans and things like that. And I'm getting ready to move our studios out to the ocean also. So welcome back, and hope you enjoyed our episode last week with Gina Ha. This week, we're going to have a little something different. We want to talk about the 5 movies that we thought people should see coming up in this coming year. You know, it's always good to open up the new year with a good movie or something like that. So I'm going to, today's show, we're going to talk about some of the movies that we picked that felt people should go see and enjoy. Now, all of you may not agree with what we picked, but you know, if you want to get your voice heard, you have to send in your comments. Anyway, let's start with our first one. Okay, our first movie is that we came in at number 5. Is one of an American classic favorite. A lot of kids growing up probably know these two clowns, Tom and Jerry. It's an American classic animated, you know, franchise and series of comedy short films created in 1940 by William Hanna and Joseph Barberi. They were best known for their 161 theatrical short films by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM, basically. The series centers on the rivalry between the titular characters of a cat named Tom and a mouse named Jerry, who chases and battles often involved comic violence. Many shorts also feature several recurring characters. And, you know, that's a show that I used to look at, but now they have the movie out. So I recommend go check that movie out if you got time. It's not bad if you like Tom and Jerry. Anyway, moving on to number 4 of our top 5 hits. Okay, our choice for number 4 was Die in a Gunfight. And if you haven't heard about this, it's basically an upcoming American romantic crime film directed by Colin Skiffy Lee and written by Andrew Bearer and Gabriel Ferrari. It stars Diego Boneta. If you haven't heard of him, he's done some other films, and Alexandria Daddario. It's described as an updated version of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. So if any of you are into that Shakespearean Romeo and Juliet love story, you might like this. Now, the film centers on two rival families, the Rathcarts and Gibbons. Now, Ben, he's a rebel young man, falls in love with Mary, the daughter of his father's enemy. So that makes for an interesting situation, starting a battle full of love, lust, revenge, and betrayal. It's an action-packed crime drama. So if you get a chance, take a look at it. It's on, I think it's on some of the streaming services or something, but you can look it up. And we put that one in as number 4. Now, our next one at number 3 was Castle in the Ground. That was our third choice. Now, a little description of that movie is after the untimely death of his mother, a teenager befriends his charismatic but troubled next door neighbor and becomes embroiled in a world of addiction and violence, just as the opiate epidemic takes hold of their small town. Now, this movie explores the opiate addiction that was prominent in the 2012. It's a pretty good movie, and I think a lot of it. It's the director Joey Klein is from Canada, and then he wrote this story too, and it stars Imogen Poots, Neve Campbell, if you remember from Scream, and I think she was on a series too. I can't remember the series, and Keir Gilchrist. So if you get a chance, check that movie out this year also, and I'm sure you'll enjoy that one too. Okay, moving on to number 2. Now, that would be One Night in Miami. I really like this film. One Night in Miami, it's a fictional account of one incredible night where icons Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown, they gathered discussing their roles in the civil rights movement and the cultural upheaval of the 60s. And I really can get into this book because the book I wrote, Brookside Bombers, talks a little bit about the civil rights movement and unrest. It talks about the relationship that the kid had with Muhammad Ali when he was growing up. Now, I really like it because it was directed by Regina King, and everybody should know Regina King. She won an Academy for Beale Street Could Talk, and then she also grew up on television as part of Room 22, not 222, was it 22 or 227? One of those shows. Anyway, and then of course you remember her and Jerry Maguire and stuff. So the writer is Kemp Powers, who wrote this, and it stars Kingsley Ben Adir, Eli Goree, Aldous Hodge, and Leslie Odom Jr., who plays Malcolm X. He plays Sam Cooke. I'm sorry. He plays Sam Cooke. And in fact, I plan on redoing one of Sam Cooke's songs called "The Change Is Gonna Come." That's going to be put on the new album coming out with Phantom X. Anyway, if you get a chance, see the movie. It's very powerful, has a very powerful meaning to it, and I think you'll enjoy it. And congratulations, Regina King, for your directorial debut. love and peace on that. And so number one, of course, is the new one coming out March 5th, um, which would be Coming to America, the sequel. Now, Coming to America has brought back a lot of the original cast from the first one. If you were born 30 years ago, you are, yeah, around 30 something years ago, you would have seen Coming to America, the original one. And we never thought that there would be a sequel, but here we are 30 years later, or 33 years later, after arriving 33 years after the first film. You know, it came out in 1988. Coming to America, the sequel now, we'll see the newly crowned King Akeem, who's played by Eddie Murphy, and how he leaves behind the country of Zamunda again as he heads off for another adventure with his friend Simi, and that's Arsenio Hall plays Simi, his best friend. And now the dynamics of the story is, after discovering that he has a son called Lavelle living in the U.S., Akeem is sent by his father, who plays portrayed by James Earl Jones, to track him down, returning Akeem and Simi to Queens in New York once more. Now, most of the original cast, like I said, is back, but they will be joined by an impressive supporting cast of newcomers that are coming. And that includes Wesley Snipes, Leslie Jones from Saturday Night Live, Kiki Lane, and Tracy Morgan. And that's going to be an exciting show. There's some new people also would be Jermaine Fowler, who I think plays the son. Then there's Bella Murphy, who is in real life Eddie Murphy's daughter, and she plays his daughter in the movie, which, you know, that's interesting in itself. Then Rotimi, I don't know if you remember him, Namzamo Mabatha is also in it, and Tiana Taylor. Now, the release date is March 5th, 2021, excuse me, on Prime Video. So be sure to stay tuned for those movies. And if you get a chance, get out and see them. You know, I don't know when the movie theaters are going to ever come back. Some of them have in some towns, but they haven't in California, and hopefully we'll get them back soon so we can start seeing movies like we used to. So go see Coming to America. I'm sure it'll be a big hit. So there you have it, my friends. If you have a thought about our top 5 movies and would like to share your thoughts or have questions about the subjects that we cover, you know where to reach us. Twitter at Mystic 7 Records at Twitter, or you can follow us on Instagram. We have Mystic 7 Records at Instagram, and then you can follow me at Radante Keys at Instagram. Now, additionally, you can go to our website, www.mystic7records.com, and check out our links for any shows you've missed, and check out our merchandise. Also, hit the subscribe button. We still want you to become a part of this family and continue to subscribe and join us in our quest. So, you know, join us again every Saturday after 8 for another episode of Souls of Solidarity, where we would take you on a journey to the center of entertainment, dealing with music, film, literature, social issues. You know, this year we'll have a new format because we will be reviewing more movies this year at the beginning of each month. Our top 5 music will be brought to you on a weekly basis. We'll continue that, and we'll still be reviewing 2 books a month with independent writers. So we are off to a new start for the 2021 season. So I'll leave you once again with the three words that I love. I have love, prosperity, solidarity. I'm out. Love you.